imagine whoever has the most lock losses, like a bunch of shots. I'm gonna
get hammered if we do that.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Week 4 NFL ATS Picks. We're coming off a Week 3 that saw me go 11-5. Nate Dogg 9-7, Zach 8-8, and Cody once again bringing up the rear at 7-9. But hey, that's an improvement. Everybody on this side of the table lost their locks. Patriots minus 2.5 hit for me. It was a pretty good week overall, especially 11-5 guys. Go on.
Yeah,
good job, CJ. Good job.
Thanks.
Very nice, very nice.
And the Vikings lost again.
Yeah, very good. They suck.
Nice.
They're terrible.
We'll get to that.
Come on, Kirk.
We're going to jump right into it. Thursday Night Football, Lions at the Packers. Remember, all odds are of Tuesday on FanDuel. We got the Packers plus 1.5 at home. I will start. I'm going to go Lions minus 1.5 on the road. I really like what the Lions are doing. They lost in overtime to a really good Seahawks team in Week 2. They bounced back, played very well against Atlanta. I think their defense showed a lot of improvement. I know Desmond Ridder is nothing crazy, but I like the Lions to go into Lambeau and win on Thursday night.
Yeah, this is tough right here. I mean, they're in Lambeau. It's a battle of the North. I don't really love this, but I think the Packers are going to pull this game off somehow, some way. I mean, the Lions look really good. I think they're the better team, but I think Lambeau is a difference maker here. Give me the Packers plus 1.5 at home.
I'm going to ride with the Lions here. I think it'll be a very high-scoring matchup, but at the end of the day, I trust Jared Goff a little more than Jordan Love right now.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
Going the Lions.
I'm going to take the Lions here in this little divisional.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Divisional matchup. I think I'm just going to go with the Lions here. I like what they've been doing. They only had that lone loss to the Seahawks. That was a good game. That was a good little battle.
Yeah, it was.
I feel like I'm a sharp right here. I feel very sharp in this
Lone Wolf off the bat. Next up, we go across the pond to London for the Falcons and the Jaguars. The Jaguars are laying
the Toy Story game.
The Toy Story game, yes. Jaguars laying 3 points. Cody, where are you going?
I'm going with the Jaguars here. I think that was a really big letdown last week against Texans, especially at home. T-Law didn't look great. That whole offense just looked brutal. The defense looked bad. I think they get up to play here against the Falcons. This is a team they can actually beat, I think. So I'm just going to go with the Jags here. I don't think they fall 1-3. So
yeah, I also like the Jaguars in this game. Trevor Lawrence, Calvin Ridley, the whole Jaguars offense as a whole has been pretty inconsistent overall. But Falcons, they bring a strong defense to the table, but
good run game
too. But I don't know. I like in a low scoring game. I like the Jaguars though.
This is another tough one here. I'm going to go with the Falcons here. I think the Jaguars are looking overrated right now. They could prove me wrong this week, but I think the Falcons defense is going to overwhelm the Jags. The Jags haven't looked that impressive. They're just, I don't know. I just don't think they're clicking. I think the Falcons run game, Bijan, I think he's going to go off in this game. So I'm going to take the Falcons plus 3.
This game's tough. I don't really fully trust the Jaguars yet, but I'm going to go Jaguars minus 3. Back-to-back lone wolves for Zach to start the week.
0-2 start.
I think Calvin Ridley has a bounce-back game. Jaguars always play well in London. Give me the Jags minus 3. Next up, we got the Dolphins at the Bills in an AFC East battle. This line is so trappy. It's the Bills minus 3 at home. Dolphins just put up 70 fucking points at home against the Broncos. Now they're going into Buffalo. I'm going to take the Dolphins. I'm going to fall right into the trap. I think the whole world is going to be on the Dolphins here. The Bills had a very impressive performance, but after seeing that historic performance out of Miami, I think everybody's going to be on them, but I'm going to do it. I think this game would be very different if it was in December, cold weather, Tua, but I don't think the weather's supposed to be bad. It's still September. I'll take the 3 points with the Dolphins.
Yeah, I'm going to go with the Dolphins as well. Best offense in the league right now. Pretty much unstoppable. I don't know. Is Waddle back this week?
He's supposed to be, but that's crazy that they did that without Waddle.
Without him, too.
Yeah, so I think it's Dolphins all the way here. I agree it's trappy, but their offense is way too explosive. Dolphins plus 3.
Very tough game here. I lean towards the Bills, though. I'm gonna ride with Josh Allen. After the rough game against the Jets, pretty good convincing wins against the Raiders and the Commanders back-to-back weeks. Dolphins might be all offense, on the high of 70 points. They might be all offense out come this one. Bills defense might show up with their safeties, Hyde and Poyer. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Give me Josh Allen this one. Josh
Hey,
Allen,
shout out
Bills.
Cody, though. He made the call last week. I hope you guys tailed
Oh, yeah.
2 of them might have 5 touchdowns here. 6, 7, I don't know. It's
Maybe 8.
Yeah, I mean, dude, what's funny is that I'm going the opposite. I'm taking the Bills -3. I love Josh Allen. I fucking hate you, Josh Allen. I'm just gonna go with the better quarterback here. Hey, Josh, don't do me dirty this week, brother. Please.
I
I'm gonna
figured
go with Josh.
this makes sense. A split game. I think this is a really tough one. Next up, we got Nate Dogg's Pittsburgh Steelers 2-1, improved to 2-1 after another primetime victory. Kenny Pickett doesn't lose on primetime.
Kenny prime time.
At the Texans, who upset the Jaguars, they're now 1-2. The Texans are +3 at home. Kind of a weird line, Cody. Do you like the home dog?
I've been taking the Steelers every single week, and I'm going to continue that. I'm going to go with the Steelers -3 here in Houston. I think TJ Watt is going to continue his stellar campaign he's been having. He might actually be the front runner for DPOY right now.
Micah?
No, I think TJ Watt has like a couple more sacks. But I'm going to go with the Steelers here. I think Kenny Pickett looks great. He looked great on the turf in Vegas, and I think he'll look great in Houston too.
Pretty good.
So I'm going to go with the Steelers.
Yeah, everyone in the world knows where I'm going here.
Yes, sir. They're rolling.
I'm going with the Steelers at Texans. You know, a big part of the Steelers' struggles, I believe, in the first 2 weeks. Again, they played San Fran, they played the Browns. Great defenses, great D lines. Tough to get rhythm going. You know, the Texans' defense is a little better than the Raiders, but I feel like in a dome, especially with the dome there too. You know, I like the Steelers' offense to like move the ball on the Texans. And also on the defensive side of the ball, you know, as Corey said, TJ Watt, 6 sacks in 3 games.
Smith, Porter Jr., all those guys.
Yeah, I Texans got some good young receivers, but I don't know, I like the Steelers in this. I think we rile the Texans. CJ Stroud, I'm pretty sure no interceptions for his career.
Yeah,
I think he'll throw his first one.
Yeah.
Right?
That might be a luck.
Yeah.
I like it.
That might be a luck.
CJ Stroud.
It's a lot of
first
pressure.
pick.
I'm going to go with the Steelers here, too. They really impressed me. Their defense is swarming. Their offense looked a lot better. CJ Stroud looks solid, but I don't think he's throwing for the numbers he did against this defense, so I'm taking the Steelers.
I like the Houston Texans here, +3 at home. I think CJ Stroud is impressing me week by week. The defense, this team fights. I mean, this isn't like a team that's like a Bears Cardinals are fighting too, but a historically bottom team that doesn't compete in games. They have a lot of fight. DeMeco Ryans is a great coach. I think he really gets them up every week. I think a lot of people are going to be on the Steelers, but I think the Texans come out, and I think they win this game outright. But I'm taking the points. Texans +3. All right, next up we got the Los Angeles Rams, who fell to 1-2 after a Monday night loss against Joe Burr. At the Indianapolis Colts, 2-1. The Colts fighting very hard, look pretty good. Colts are -1.5. I will start. I'm going to go Rams. This is a really tough line.
You hate the Rams.
I don't like the Rams. The only team I hate more probably is the 49ers or Patriots. I'm going Rams +1.5. I think Stafford's having a really good year. I know Monday night he didn't look too great, but I think they'll do enough. I think Kyron Williams is an anytime touchdown scorer here. The Colts they're battling. I think Gardner might get another start. I don't know if it's Richardson or Gardner, but either way, I think a lot of people might be on the Colts. That was a big victory for them against Baltimore. I think the Rams get it done on the road.
Yeah, I think the last game was kind of a fluke for the Colts. I really don't think they're that good. Lamar kind of let them in that game, and I don't know. That shouldn't have been close. That was kind of shitty.
Frustrating.
Yeah. So I'm going to go with the Rams here. I think they beat the Colts by 7 points. So fuck the Colts.
Yeah, I'm with the boys here. I'm going with the Rams. Back to what Colton said, Stafford's playing very well so far at this point in the year. I think that continues. I'm just overall not that sold on the Colts to this point, even though they're 2-1 like that. But
they're 2-1.
Yeah.
It could be 3-0 too. They were in that game week 1 against the Jaguars. But after that fumble,
could be a battle. Could be a battle of 2 good running backs. The upstart Kyron Williams, then Zach Moss is in the picture right now. But yeah,
Puka Nacua gets his first NFL touchdown this week.
Oh, wow.
Lock it in.
Yeah.
I'm also taking the Rams, boys. To storm. I'm taking the Rams. I love the Rams here. I love Aaron Donald. I don't really care who the quarterback is in Indianapolis this week. They're going to die. Whether it is, they're done. Like Zach said, I like the alt line of 6.5, 7, 8.5, 9.5. I like the Rams a lot here. Stafford is going to manage this game, and they're going to win this game by 2 scores. So.
Aaron Donald over under 1.5 sacks.
Under, but it doesn't matter. Because the Rams are winning by 2 fucking scores.
Okay. Oh, that got me. Wow.
That might be the lock.
To the Rams.
Yeah, that might be the
14?
lock.
By 14?
No.
This is
I'll take the points. I love the money line, though. But I'm going to take the points.
All right, Minnesota Vikings.
Skull.
Disgraceful team.
Oh,
Terrible. Awful.
0-3. Zach's Minnesota
They
Vikings.
suck.
Going down to play the Carolina Panthers, another 0-3 team. There's only 4 0-3 teams this year now, and they're both playing each other. They're both matchups this week. But the Vikings are not like the others. Like it's just weird to have them with the Panthers, Broncos,
So
and
weird.
Bears.
That 1-3.
Cody, I'll let you open up. The Panthers are plus 3.5 at home.
Yeah, I'm going to take the Vikings here. I can't imagine there being an 0-4 emoji next to their name. I don't see it. I don't think it's possible. And if it is, I think Kirk Cousins is dished by week 5.
I think somebody's going to get fired. If they
Somebody's
lose
getting
this game.
fired if they lose.
It's a fact to happen.
They
The
went
Vikings
what?
are-
13-4 last year, right?
Yeah.
They won every
Yeah.
one possession game.
Yeah. Now they're going to lose every game.
But 3.5. I mean, they can still win by 30.
Yeah, I think they cover the 3.5.
They
yeah.
should win by 10, but
This game shouldn't be too close. I think the Panthers haven't shown much of anything yet, except on the defensive side. Their offense doesn't look that great. Thielen had like a career game somehow. Andy Dalton, the Red Rifle, Red Rocket, whatever you want to call him, he's gonna die. So the Vikings.
That's
give me
two
the
bets.
Vikings. Yeah, we have 2. Give me the Vikings.
Yeah, Vikings they're 0-3, but they're too good to be 0-4. Like, I don't care. Like,
true.
Like, yeah, they're too good to be 1-4. I mean, I don't care if this game is, that Carolina, like, doesn't matter where it is. Vikings should win this game. Especially.
Mars on Jupiter.
I mean,
I don't even know. Bro.
especially if it's any
Oh, it was
Dalton,
actually-
you know,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, I mean,
Vikings.
like I said last week, the Vikings are a goofy-ass team. I mean, what happened last week was disgusting. Kirk Cousins is a veteran quarterback. I don't know how he's not able to just control the clock there, like give 3 downs, like take your time, 27 seconds. I don't know. Makes no sense at all. The Panthers. There's no way the Vikings are losing to the Panthers, you would think. I think they win by 10 here. I mean, their defense sucks. It's atrocious, but their offense is electric, fun to watch. I mean, somebody's getting fired if they lose to the Panthers. It's the end of the story. Vikings.
Where are we at, Colton?
All right. It's a storm. It's a weird.
Please take the Panthers.
It's a gross.
Honestly.
It's a gross purple
Sharks are on the
storm.
Panthers.
The hook here really gets me because I can picture a Vikings way to win this game is by 3 late.
That doesn't even count as a win if they win by
I really think that's how I can mark my words here. This is a Vikings by 3, but I'm gonna take them minus 3.5.
Yeah.
The Vikings have a lot of good things about their team. I know that's crazy. They're on 3,
offense
but
is electric.
Kirk looks good. Jettis is obviously nasty. Osborne's look good. Addison's gonna keep developing. They have a good team. I think I really do.
Adding Cam Akers this week, too. I think.
Yeah,
I'm almost positive Dalton is starting too, because I think he's out.
Which I think is
good.
bad. I think that's right now bad for the Vikings. I said
No,
the
it
same
is
thing
bad.
about Seahawks.
Definitely bad.
Yeah.
I wish it was Bryce Young. This line would be different.
Yeah, I'm gonna make a storm and take the Vikings, but oh boy, if we're sitting back here next week 0-4, it's gonna be bad.
Yeah, nah.
Sneaky NFC South battle here. Buccaneers at the
I'm
Saints.
not
Saints.
taking Jabu. No, bro.
Saints laying. Saints laying 3 points at home at the Superdome. I'll start here. We'll work up to whatever's going on over there. I'm gonna take the Buccaneers plus 3. The Saints historically dominate the Bucs, even when it's with Brady, without Brady, whatever. The Saints have beat the Bucs a lot. The Bucs finally kind of get stuffed on offense against the Eagles, but Derek Carr is probably not going to play. He's questionable, but I don't think he's going to play. Jameis Winston didn't put up a fucking point, and I had the Saints money line, and they lost by 1. So sometimes you don't take that plus 1.5 because it could have saved you there. But I'm gonna take the Bucs. I don't like this game, and I literally have I wouldn't bet this game. I don't think, but I'll take the points with the Bucs.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Bucks here too. I mean, Jabu. I mean, he's throwing 3 picks this game easily, no doubt about it. Bucks, they're a scrappy team. Baker looks alright. He doesn't look that bad. Mike Evans is nasty. He had the best catch of the year yesterday.
Besides the kid from college, Florida.
Yeah.
What a catch.
I'm gonna take the Bucks here and pretty confident about it. Fucking Jabu, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, with Winston at QB, bro, I'm going with the Bucks.
Damn,
What's the
game
name?
is 8.
Yeah.
Eat the W.
Yeah.
Yeah, Baker, Saints got a solid defense. Saints have not allowed a team to score over 20 points in 11 consecutive games.
Yeah, yeah.
That's
Fun fact, longest streak in the last 25 years for a team.
Great job with the hard
stats. But that being
We're on the
said,
Bucks.
I'm still on the Bucks. Baker probably got 21 points.
Yeah.
Oh, this is a
Streak ends.
Is this a storm?
No.
Oh,
No, he's got rid of Jabu.
Hear me out. I hate Jabu with every bone in my body, and every bone in my body is telling me to take the Buccaneers here. But the Saints have a superior defense. We saw the losses. This is getting filmed on a Tuesday, so last night the Buccaneers played some losses they had. What was it? Who got Dean.
Dean,
And the other guy. They had two big losses. Shaq Barrett got
Who
hurt.
had that? Was
hurt.
Dean had that pick?
No, that was
Carlton Davis.
Yeah, so they had three huge losses on defense. And the Saints, historically, they dominate the Bucks. I don't know how they get it done -3, but I don't like Jameis Winston, but I'm just going to take the Saints. I'm praying Cameron Jordan just gets a fumble or something, recovery, whatever.
This is a good level to have, though, I'm not going to lie.
I mean, it's a divisional game.
Yeah.
I don't feel strong about the Bucks.
Yeah, I'm going to go with the Saints. I hate John Blue, though. Hate him.
Next up, we have the Commanders at the Eagles. The Eagles are like 8.5 points at the Link at home. I'm going to open this one up, actually, because I really, really like the Commanders in this game plus 8.5.
Yeah.
This is way too many points. I really don't get this number. I thought it'd be at most like 6. 8.5 seems ridiculous to be laying over a touchdown. The Eagles do not look that impressive yet. They beat down the Bucks pretty solidly, but what does that really mean? The Bucks beat the Vikings and the Bears. So I think the Commanders. I think I would sprinkle the money line maybe. I'm going to take the Eagles to win the game, probably by like a field goal, but the Commanders will cover this game. I feel pretty strongly about that. Commanders plus 8.5.
Yeah, I agree. The Eagles haven't done anything impressive. They're 3-0, but they've just won game. I mean, they won solidly last night, but I'm still gonna go with the Eagles here. Minus 8.5. DeAndre Swift looks like an animal. He was fucking stepping all over the defense.
Those holes are wild.
Yeah, that hurdle, their O-line, Jason Kelsey, man, best center in the league.
Yep.
Their defense looks solid, nothing crazy, but it's solid. And I don't know how, but I think they cover this 8.5 somehow.
Yeah, Eagles 8.5 here.
It is a lot.
That's a lot of points.
I don't know why it's that high.
That's a lot of points. Now, honestly, not regardless, give me the Eagles here.
Yes, sir.
Same how this comes off a 4-pick game, Eagles might have to get into a little bit of rhythm here. Eagles by 14.
I'm going to go with the Commanders plus 8.5 here. If you guys can recall to last year what happened in Philadelphia.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It's a divisional game. The NFC East always has weird games like this besides the Giants because they're like the weird cousin. Like, I don't know what's wrong with them. They're always they're really weird.
Person you stay away from.
Yeah, that team is just disgusting. But yeah, I'm gonna go with the Commanders plus 8.5. There's too many points. I think Chase Young, he's gonna have a big game. I think Jalen Hurts always has a hard time against Commanders, so I'll just go with the
I
Commanders.
think you pick the Commanders every week.
Yeah, probably.
Game of the week.
Yeah, this is crazy.
The 0-3
Fireworks.
Denver Broncos at the 0-3 Chicago Bears. The Bears are plus 3.5 at home, so the Broncos laying points for the third time this season they are favored. Cody.
That's gross.
I've never taken the Broncos on this show, and I'm going to continue to do so. I'm going to go with the Bears plus 3.5 at home here. It's two horrible teams. I think Russell Wilson throws 3 touchdowns in this game, and 2 of them are going the other way. The Bears' defense is just, I think they're better. Pastor Tan's good. That's probably about it. And I think Fields just runs all over the field here in Chicago. This is a game where a team's going to be 0-4, and I just don't see it in Chicago. So I'm taking Fields and the Bears. Gross.
Do you feel good
I
about
have
that?
shivers down my spine.
You feel good about taking the
I feel
Bears?
freaking gross.
That's pretty crazy. There's two games of 2 0-3 teams match up.
You gotta take a better quarterback. Better quarterback, man.
I mean, honestly, that being said, give me the Broncos. Like, Justin Fields he's my fantasy quarterback, so I think he's starting to
It's my dynasty.
Russell Wilson would have 300 yards, 2 touchdowns,
That's
maybe 2
crazy.
picks, but give me the Broncos.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to agree with Cody and go with the better quarterback, the blind mouse, Justin Fields. I think Russell Wilson is just he's so awkward, humiliating. Like, he's a disgrace to the Broncos. They have a good defense, but like, I feel like he just brings everything down in Denver. Like, we've seen it. Like, he's a weirdo. He's a weirdo, and I think that affects the whole entire Broncos organization. All of Denver.
Future, bro. Future. Right now.
Yeah, no, seriously. Yeah, play some fucking future because
Come on.
the Bears are winning this game. Plus 3.5. Take the Bears. Justin Fields, the blind mouse.
You know what this is?
Do you know what this is? What is that?
This is Russell. It says Super Bowl champions. This man not.
Yo, why do you hate the Patriots? You said you hate the Patriots. Why do you hate the Patriots?
Wiki.
Popeyes? Malcolm Butler?
Not so long ago, just about a decade ago, this man won a Super Bowl.
He's so weird.
They are winning this game. The Broncos are covering this game. This is not Russell Wilson's fault. This is outrageous. The Broncos last year it was like, oh, Russell Wilson, it's all his fault. Okay, he played harder. This year, 3 games, he has not looked that bad. The defense just gave up fucking 70 points. This is not on Russell Wilson. This man's gonna roll into Chicago and win by 17.
Wait, so whose fault is it? Are we allowed to debate?
The defense.
I think
Sean Payton doesn't have it figured out. He was yapping about Nathaniel Hackett. And what is he doing?
Preseason he was.
Yeah, and what is he doing? He's 0-3 to him.
So it's Sean Payton's fault.
2-1.
It's never Russell's fault.
Hey,
I'm not saying Russell's playing crazy well, but that's a Super Bowl champion, and it's not his fault. We're gonna leave this right here for the rest of the video.
Yeah, he did have that throw to Judy down 40 though, so that was that was big. I needed that.
And then make a wish throw in week 2. He loves the stat pad.
No, he's good. He's really good.
Broncos minus 3.5. Get their first one.
That's right. Malcolm Butler.
That's right.
Next up, AFC North, Ravens at the Browns. Another weird line to me personally. The Browns are minus 2.5. I'll start on the other end of the table with the Russell Wilson hater. Cody.
I'm going to go with my boy who just cost me a lot of money, Lamar Jackson. I'm going to take him against the Browns here. I like doing the superior quarterback when it's divisional. I really believe that system works. And I do think Deshaun still is light years away of where he was in 2018, 2019. So I'm going to take Lamar here. Maybe he gets his head out of his ass. And Mark Andrews maybe a touchdown this week. We'll see. I'll go with the Ravens. I love the money line.
I'm taking the Browns here. Outside of the Steelers game, even in the Steelers game, like the Browns defense played very well, and they haven't had they've allowed Joe Burrow 3 points week 1, brutal. Tennessee Titans 3 points week 3, and Pittsburgh we only had we had 7. That came with 7 points.
Kenny Pickett's elite.
Browns defense might be the best.
But he's way better than Russell Wilson.
The Browns defense. The point is the Browns defense is playing very well right now, and divisional game. I expect another Ravens Browns another low scoring game. I think that Browns D can really give Lamar some problems. So and I trust the Browns offense just a little bit more. So give me the Browns.
Yeah, the Ravens looked like shit last week, so I think that's why they're gonna bounce back this week and win outright against the Browns and Deshaun Watson.
I agree.
Little freak show. Yeah, I think that Deshaun Watson. Did you guys see that play where he threw it backwards?
Yeah. He doesn't know where he is.
Yeah, he's so free. So I think Lamar is gonna bounce back. He's gonna be Lamar versus Deshaun, dude. Come on.
Yo, how many picks?
The better guy wins. The good guy needs to win.
I was just gonna say I like the Ravens defense to score a touchdown in this game. I'm taking the Ravens plus 2.5. It feels trappy because I really think this is like a pick 'em. I guess the Browns.
The line makes no sense.
I really feel like the Ravens can still honestly be favored by 1.5, but I'll take the points they're giving me. I like Lamar to have a big week. The Browns they don't impress me. Deshaun doesn't look that great. They don't have Nick Chubb anymore. I know Ford is whatever. He's fine. Hunt they have now, but and the defense is good. Don't get me wrong. But the Ravens, I'm a big Lamar Jackson guy. I've been defending the guy even when people said he's not an elite quarterback. I think Lamar is a good quarterback. I think he's a top 6-7 quarterback in this league.
Outside the top 5 now.
I think
he's not top 5.
I think they get the win this week.
Who's the best quarterback in that division?
Burrow.
Joe Burrow. But
it's Burrow and it's not very close.
And then Watson or Pickett. I don't know who we want there. But I'll take the Ravens. Plus 2.5. Lone Wolf, Nate Dogg. Bengals at the Titans. Titans are plus 2.5, so Bengals laying a small number on the road. They finally get their first win on Monday Night Football. I'll start this one. I'm going to go. This is my need to take a shower game of the week because this is a gross pick, but I'm going Titans plus 2.5. Again, I'm going to say this every week. I don't like the Titans. They look old. Tannehill is so washed. It's not even funny. Derrick Henry, he might be teetering on a cliff. So why are you going Titans?
Mike Vrabel.
Mike Vrabel at home, catching points. I just have to take the Titans here because I know like everything's saying Bengals. No, I love the Titans. I hate the Titans. I love the Titans. I hate the Titans. I love the Titans. Plus 2.5.
It's not about the coach, CVA. He doesn't play the game.
True, he's not out there. That would actually be illegal.
Yeah. So
per the rules.
If he was out there, if Vrabel was out in the field, I'd probably take the Titans.
Yeah.
but since he's not,
Because he's sick.
I think the Bengals are going to start to catch fire. We know they're a good team. They looked like shit the first 2 weeks. They honestly barely won that game. That game was so boring the first half. It was terrible. Joe Burrow doesn't even look that good. That's why I think he's gonna continue to go up. So I'm gonna take the Bengals here minus 2.5. Yeah, a little bit of a trap, but
this is such a trap line. Everybody, who's gonna look?
Joe Burrow touchdown.
Ryan Tannehill.
He doesn't have a touchdown, right? Jamar doesn't have a touchdown.
No.
Nate Dogg. I know it's tough. But
This is very tough. I want to go Titans, but like I don't know. I feel like Bengals are gonna get it. Oh man, give me. You know what? I'm taking the Titans. Give me the Titans. If they get one more win the rest of this year, I choose them at home against a struggling Bengals offense.
They can still lose this game but cover that spread. We've seen some weird scores.
the Saints back.
We've seen some weird stuff.
Gross. Cost me coin. Cost me money.
Coin.
Cody, where are you going here?
I'm going with my Super Bowl pick, my Bengals, minus 2.5. I know it's a very square pick. It's a very trappy line. But I like progression, and I see progression in this offense. They looked a little bit better in the second half, I'll say, against the Rams. They looked a little better. Jamar Chase got going, and I think he continues. I think he gets another 100 yards this week against a good Titans defense. I think Mixon has his struggles, but I think they squeak a win out here in Nashville, so I'll go with the Bengals.
Derrick Henry can just run the ball at Titans, but he had 11 carries for like 20 yards last week.
For like 19.
He's
He's definitely
He
had 2 fantasy points, 3.
But I also had Derrick Henry in an anytime touchdown parlay. Never had a chance.
Did he
Never had a chance.
I had one of those. None of them hit.
But I had Damian Pierce. He scored.
There you go.
Yeah, that's good. Did you cash out?
AFC West battle. Raiders at the Chargers. Brandon Staley is the worst coach in the league. He tried to give that game to the Vikings, but he said no.
That was a fun game, but it was also a shit game.
It was such a Vikings-Chargers game. It really was. Raiders here 1-2. They lost Jimmy Garoppolo, I think, for maybe not playing. He might play, he might not. I don't know. I really haven't
He's
checked.
in concussion protocol, but he didn't even get taken out.
It's his shoulder.
It's concussion protocol.
I thought it was a shoulder.
No.
All right, well, I'm taking either way. I'm taking the Chargers. They're laying 6 points. I'm taking Chargers minus 6. I don't really. This game's gross. I don't know. Like, I'm not taking the Raiders.
Mm-hmm.
It's that simple.
Yeah, I mean, at first I like the Raiders, but I'm gonna agree with you. The Chargers are gonna win this game.
Less than a touchdown. 6 points. Come on.
By a touchdown. So Jimmy G isn't playing? Or?
I don't.
Devontae, like I said last week, Devontae's a game changer. Like, I don't know, he's different, but I'm gonna still roll the Chargers here. Devontae's probably going for 150, 2 touchdowns.
Josh Jacobs also can't run the ball right now.
Yeah, he can't. He looks terrible.
Anybody can run against the Chargers.
Yeah. Chargers are terrible. But
Brandon Staley's a defensive savant.
yeah, he's so good.
Just because of the fact that I don't know if Garoppolo's playing or not, I'm going to assume he's not playing. So because of that, give me the Chargers. I like Chargers to win this game outright. But if Garoppolo was in the game, I do feel like, because Chargers defense is
because he's the best game manager in here.
Yeah. Chargers defense.
He's one of the best I've ever seen.
Chargers defense.
It's time to fall off.
Chargers defense isn't really scaring anybody, but without Garoppolo under center, I don't really see how this game is anywhere close. So the Chargers, trust them. Michael Will's gone. Eckler might be back, but give me the Chargers.
I'm gonna take the Raiders plus 6 here in another divisional game on the road. I think Devontae Adams.
Quarterbacking those.
Yeah, I don't care who's quarterbacking actually in this game. I think Devontae has another big week.
He's so good.
The Chargers have a very porous defense. Their defense is not impressive at all. And I think Devontae is just better than all the corners. I think J.C. Jackson's in jail again. I don't know what's up with him. But
who is the best receiver in the NFL? There's so many.
Jefferson, Tyreek Hill.
So many.
Maybe Adams and Chase.
Yeah.
Next up, probably the game of the
This
week.
one's easy.
A lot of people. This is obviously a marquee matchup.
Easy number.
2 of the most annoying fan bases in the league.
12.
The Patriots at the Cowboys. The Cowboys were laying 7 points back at home. They just said, fuck you to my survivor pool. I'm gone. I picked the Cowboys last week to beat the Cardinals. This guy already said it was.
That's
It
crazy.
was gonna be very odd if this game was close and they lost outright.
I don't think it's a very close game. It just wouldn't make sense for it to be. Like, if this game is a 10-point game, it would just be very odd. It would be odd.
I might have to jinx the Cowboys and make this my lock.
Kick it to you. You start.
They never had a
-7.
chance of winning.
I'm gonna go with the Cowboys. No surprise there. -7. They should win this game by 10, I would say, but I just don't think Mac Jones is that great. I think this is actually a high-scoring game though, so it could end up being close. But I'm gonna go with the Cowboys here. My best bet would be the over though.
Cowboys are winning this game. Like, there's no question about that.
You just don't. You just don't know with the Cowboys.
But they play way better on turf.
They have not lost at home in like 9 straight.
They play way
But like,
better.
do you like take the 7 because with Belichick's defense? Like, I don't know. I feel like they hold them close. I don't know. Based off the history of these two teams, when they go head to head in like the last like 6-7 meetings, it's usually a close game. I'll take the Pats for the spread here, but Mac Jones throws 3 picks and 2 or 3 picks, and Dallas is gonna win this game, bro, for sure. Mac is gonna fucking. he might fumble too.
He almost lost to Zach Wilson, man. I don't think it was close.
This is so tough.
Yeah, that is tough.
I don't know what I want to do. I mean, I think it's just coming down to the fact that the Cowboys lost to Josh Doobs.
On grass.
I mean, whatever that means. I'm gonna go.
Means a lot.
I'm gonna go with the Pats +7, but I don't feel good about it at all.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't know. It's just you never know with the fucking Cowboys, dude. Like, you never know. They look unstoppable. They can win Mars, Jupiter, everywhere, and then they lose to the Cardinals and Doobs. Like,
Yeah.
what is Doobs? Like, he's like one of the worst quarterbacks in
He
the
just
league.
got signed like a month ago.
It was honestly,
He's a rocket scientist.
it was honestly the Cards defense that was getting the Cowboys' head. I think that's
Just got on the roster.
yeah, I'm gonna go with the Pats here +7. I don't feel good about it at all. Could be Cowboys by 100.
All right, I'm going to join Cody. I'm going to lay this number with the Cowboys. That stat, I can't get out of my head that the Cowboys on turf are like this crazy record, and then away on grass, they're like 1-5, and they're like
Now they're
they're way better at home. I think their speed, I think will. Michael Parsons, you're talking about deaths. He might kill Mac Jones. Mike Parsons he's going to teabag Mac Jones and sack him 8 times.
Mac
Cowboys
Jones is scared.
How do you do that to Doobs, though?
You know that picture of Mac Jones like all like crying? That's what it's going to be like after
Well,
this game.
Doobs
After this trip.
Doobs can run, but Mac Jones can't hide. That's the problem.
Mac
Jones is nowhere to go.
He's a sitting. He's fine.
Even split, Cowboys, Patriots. It's going to be a good game, but I'll take the Cowboys -7.
Bro, who's that tight end on the Pats that caught like a 70-yard touchdown?
Farrell, bro.
Yeah, like, I don't. It could be one of those
Yeah,
shits,
anytime
bro.
touchdown.
Yeah.
Next up, we got the Cardinals at the 49ers. The 49ers are laying 14 points at home. I'll start. I mean, the Cardinals, despite what people are like, we always clown Doobs in the gang, but they're really close to being 3-0, as crazy as that sounds. I'm going to take their covering machine. Niners are a different beast, but I'm going to take the Cardinals +14. I think it's too many points.
Niners, are they a lot better than the Cowboys? Like, I don't know. It's weird. I don't know. I'm going to agree with you here. I'm going to go with the Cardinals. I think that, I don't know, who was it? Kaiser, the linebacker on the Cardinals? He was in the Cowboys' head last game. I think the Cardinals' defense is the reason they're going to cover this game. This is a lot of points anyways, but yeah, Cardinals +14.
Yeah, I think that spread's way too big. Cardinals have been a scrappy team to this point. Division game, give me Doobs to cover the
Doobs. I'm going to go with the Niners -14, which sounds crazy, but I've just been taking them every week, and I love Purdy, and I love McCaffrey. Both great football players. Debo, Ayuk, they just got a loaded offense. Kittle, I'll take the Niners for the points.
Sunday Night Football, Zach Wilson. This sucks. I mean, like, the Chiefs at the Jets. Jets are catching 9.5 at home. This is just not you don't look forward to this game. Like, if it was, imagine Mahomes versus Rodgers would have been interesting, but where are you going?
I'm taking the Jets plus the points here, plus 9.5.
Okay.
They haven't looked great, but the defense, every game, they've still showed out. They've looked fantastic, and they made Josh Allen look like a shell of himself. So I think they do a similar thing with Mahomes maybe, but I'm going to just take the Jets here. I don't think the Jets win the game, though, obviously.
End of the day, Zach Wilson's still the quarterback of this team, and
Yes, he is.
I don't trust that at all, so I'm actually going to take the Chiefs.
-9.5.
-9.5, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, Wilson is a terrible last name for quarterbacks, obviously.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I'm going to go with the Chiefs here, too. Zach Wilson sucks. I feel bad for Garrett Wilson, man. He's so good.
You see him on the sideline.
Yeah, I feel bad
It's
for
like,
him.
I was supposed to play with Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, because he is nasty. Rookie of the year. So.
He's nasty.
Yeah, Chiefs minus 9.5. Probably an absolute dick slapping here, 30 points.
I'm going to take the Chiefs minus 9.5. Mahomes historically doesn't cover really high numbers. He did last week against the Bears. I was in the Bears there because it was good view.
The blind mouse.
But blind mouse, yeah. But I think the Chiefs should destroy the Jets. I mean, Zach Wilson looks so incompetent. I don't even have much to say. The dude's dentures in the crowd.
He was mad.
Yeah, like this is in New York.
What about Namath?
It's going to be he went off. In New York, this is going to get so ugly by halftime. I think this is going to be like a 27-0, and they're like calling for Zach Wilson's head.
Yeah,
because I think it's going to get bad. So I'm going to take the Chiefs minus 9.5. Like Chris Jones, another death might kill Zach Wilson. So
I saw something online saying like this is a good matchup for the Jets.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I don't know what that means, but
Interesting comment.
Last up, Monday Night Football. We get the Seahawks going to New York for back-to-back New York primetime games.
MetLife.
And the MetLife is going to get another loser because the Seahawks are going to cover their plus 1.5. Seahawks need to get these early season wins. They have a really tough back half of the schedule. They put up back-to-back weeks of 37 points. This offense is legit a top 5 to 7 offense in the league. They have weapons everywhere. Defense, Jamal Adams should be back. I think that'll give them a big boost. Seahawks plus 1.5. Roll with it.
yeah, this is a pretty easy pick for me. I'm gonna go with the Giants here minus 1.5. I think Jalen Hyatt's catching a touchdown. I think sprinkle that right there. I think he's gonna catch a touchdown this week. Waller's kind of ass, but this is really easy. No sweat about this. Giants minus 1.5. Sharp.
Yeah, I'm going with Seattle here. Giants, especially with no Saquon, assuming he's still out, really puts them at a disadvantage. Give me the Hawks. Yes,
sir.
I'm going to take the Giants spread here at home. It's a big matchup here because both teams kind of need this win because, like you were saying, their schedule gets very brutal. And the Giants as well, they're in a tough division. They're both in tough divisions, but I'm just going to take the Giants here with the points. I think Daniel Jones gives them like a different look than they've seen this year. He's more of a scrambler, so I think I'm just going to take him. Let it ride.
You going Steelers?
No.
Time for locks of the week. So far, me and Nate are 2-1 on locks.
Kirk Cousins cost me the undefeated streak.
Yeah, because he had the
He's so
and Zach and Cody are still searching. I mean, locks are supposed to mean like you're supposed to win your locks. You're supposed to be like good in your locks. That's your lock. They're combined 0-6. They're 0-3 each. So maybe the boys got you. So let's kick.
This is my week. Ride it this week, baby.
Let's kick it to an 0-3 man. Zach Bomb.
All right, well, I'm going to have to do this again. I'm going to go back to the boys.
So sick.
The Skull Boys. How do they lose? How do they not win by 10? I don't get it. Somebody's getting fired if the Vikings don't win this game by 10, somebody's getting fired, okay? Adam Thielen's going to score a touchdown, though. But revenge game, little rivalry, I guess. But, I mean, dude, like, Vikings, like, the Red Rocket, dude. I don't know how they don't win this game by 3.5. Like, I don't know. Ride with me on this one, because this is my week right here.
Let's kick it. It's up to 2-2, boys.
0-3.
Sorry. Cody, who are you going, dude?
I'm going with the Jaguars in London here, minus 3 it looks like. I like that matchup against the Falcons. The Falcons do have a good rushing offense, but I think it can get neutralized.
What was Cody's lock last week? The Falcons.
Yeah.
So now he's going against the Falcons. I like it.
Yes. I'm going to take the Jaguars spread here.
All right. Hopefully one of you can get off the donut. J-Dog, where are you going?
Yeah. It feels weird putting a lock on an 0-3 team, but let's ride, baby. Broncos. My lock is That's my lock.
That's crazy. I mean, it's a good pick.
That's so crazy, bro.
That's rough.
Like they haven't played bad on offense really for most of the year. The Bears have no defense. They just got their asses embarrassed by the Dolphins.
That's
Did you know? Is he 3-0?
I should be
the ovary.
Are you 3-0?
No, we're both.
Sean Payton probably won't go on.
All right.
The Bears, their D coordinator stepped away because he didn't want to be there. Like, come on.
What's going on there?
Take the better
quarterback.
I don't know. It's speculation, but I saw something about the FBI and the. I don't know. We won't get into that.
He don't want to be there.
The defense coordinator resigned. You didn't hear about that?
I know he resigned. I don't know why.
No. I'm going with the Washington Commanders plus 8.5. I love this line. I mean, 8.5, a divisional game that is historically close. I know the Eagles haven't blown them out before, whatever. But I remember even like Carson Wentz, I feel like when he was on Washington, played them close. Like I could be wrong about that, but I'm taking Commanders plus 8.5. Again, I hinted at it earlier. I think they could maybe win this win this game outright. I probably won't go that far, but 8.5 is too many points. Lock. Commanders. All right, fantasy players of the week to wrap up here. Last week, pretty much everybody had a pretty good pick except me. I had JSN. He had 2 points. That was horrible. He's not ready yet, I guess. But Gabe Davis put 10.3 for Zach. Travis Etienne for Cody 17.8, and then Mike Williams before the devastating
At a
injury,
cost, at a cost.
25.1.
At a cost.
Cody, who's your fantasy player of the week?
So I like the Dolphins running backs this week against the Buffalo Bills, even though I was on the Bills. But I will be taking, I'll say specifically Raheem Mostert because he had a really good game against them last year. So I'm going to go with Mostert and I think it's A-Chan now. It's not A-Chan. It's A-Chan. So Devin A-Chan and Raheem Mostert.
All right, I like that. Nate?
My fantasy lock of the week is I'm going with a revenge game. Adam Thielen against the Minnesota Vikings. I think he'll put up a big game again. Still going to lose, but I think Adam Thielen performs very well in this game.
I'm going to go Brandon Cooks. He hasn't done anything yet this year through 3 weeks. He's playing the Patriots here. The Patriots, I think they'll really put a lot of attention on CD with Christian Gonzalez or whatever. I think Brandon Cooks could have a sneaky 2-touchdown game. So I'm going to, again, my fantasy player last week, Jason, did nothing. But Brandon Cooks, it's a bit
maybe
of a
Gallup too.
Maybe Gallup. I think it's going to be one of the secondary guys. So I'll go Brandon Cooks, the veteran, former Patriot. Has a good day.
Yeah, as much as I hate the Broncos, I think Jerry Jeudy's going to go off. I mean, he's pretty much a must-start in any league, but potentially a flex guy.
Against the Bears defense?
Yeah. So I like Jeudy, a touchdown here. He's just coming off a big week, and fuck Russell Wilson, but he's all right. Jerry Jeudy.
All right, guys, that's going to do it for week 4. We'll be back next week, week 5. I'm leading the way right now. Big Dog, you guys are kind of my tail. Cody,
I'm coming for the lead after this
right
week.
around 500.
We will see you guys next week. Thank you for watching.
Peace out.
Yes, sir.
Stay tuned.